It's a voice that helped raise generations.
Why is the basket happen? I don't know.
Elmo and the neighbors of Sesame Street on TVs across the country, teaching kids values of kindness, community, and more.
Thanks for the carrots. Nutritious and tasty, too.
The work of programs like Sesame Street and its home PBS is a passion for Jim Rademacher and his team at West Michigan's local PBS station.
For a lot of people, we're their only access to the arts. We're the classroom that never closes down. We open up the world.
It's a mission, a team, and a little red friend brought to the area by viewers like you. And the federal government.
Well, there's a lot of pressure in a lot of states.
Stations like WGVU now dealing with the coming consequences of a massive federal funding takeback after the White House argued news from networks like PBS and NPR were biased.
I think it's very unfair. It's been very biased with a whole group. A whole group of them.
The roughly $1 billion takeback this summer from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting that helps fund these stations means that the corporation will close its doors at the end of September. As they've asked the public to chip in and regain what was lost, Rademacher said WGVU has made progress.
We've raised about $400,000 of the $1.4 million that's been lost through the federal funding cuts.
But now a bill in Lansing, dubbed the Save Elmo Act, is aiming to fill the gap. 13 million state dollars in a bill introduced by State Representative Jason Morgan would be put toward funding public stations.
The idea is that stations would be able to apply for up to about what they received from the federal government to try and replace some of that revenue.
The bill would allow them to apply for grants of up to $1.5 million each. But Rademacher was hesitant to think of it as a full solution just yet.
It says up to, so is that, how are those funds going to be distributed? How is it determined what each station receives?
So we asked.
Our stations would request a certain amount, up to $1.5 million, and then the department would then decide after reviewing that application if they receive that amount or some lesser amount.
The bill says stations would need to apply to the State Department of Education for the grants.
And Morgan said he is hopeful, well, being that the state house is controlled by Republicans, not much indication yet as to whether it'll get a hearing or a vote.